It's like a whoa, my God! What was that? Absolutely amazing. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media, and welcome to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're back in the gorgeous G36 Bonanza. I've really fallen in love with this aircraft, and we're going to be doing another short little flight today just to still get used to the systems, make sure there's no problems, and hopefully have a very smooth flight of it, because there's still a few things I want to iron out with these little hops around the UK, and obviously before I go on to bigger and better aircraft. I say better, there's not much better than a Bonanza. But still, I want to iron out any sort of potential issues we could have. So we're going to be flying from RAF Valley today. There is a little GA section to RAF Valley, I believe. I'm not sure if it's still there these days, but it was sort of where some of the Hawks park on one of the unused runways. So we're going to be taxiing out of there. We're then going to be doing a little circle, as you see around here, and then down towards Carnarvon. Now, I've never flown into Carnarvon. I'm pretty sure it's a grass airfield, but it's one that I thought we're going to give it a go. We're going to see how it all runs. We're going low altitude airways. We only got a couple of waypoints to go to anyway, so I don't think it's going to be that difficult to do. We are going to move time on a little bit in the day, maybe to about just after 2 o'clock. And then for the conditions, we're going to have broken clouds about, so there's quite a bit of that. Camera had a bit of a freeze there as it decided to calculate it. But let's go. Oh, cheers, Dan. Look at this. There was no visibility then. Our little Bonanza is in there somewhere. Now, that little glitch, by the way, the purple glowing cockpit, is apparently to do with the modded liveries as such. I've realised we've not got the code on the aircraft, and I can't fly like that. I just can't, so bear with me. I'll be back in a minute. So we go into the aircraft customization. Tail number is going to be GCDMA, as it was last time. Call sign. What should we have for a call sign today? Tell you what, let me go over here, grab Google, drag Google across, shall we? And let's go for random word generator. Let's literally just pick whatever the first word. No, that's not really the call sign that we're going to go for. Beneficiary. No. Restaurant, pair, allow, vote, nerve. Yeah, nerve. We're going to go with nerve as our call sign. Nerve 35. It's 1 o'clock UK time, so we'll go about then. Let's go. And here we are again. EGOV, RF Valley in Anglesey. Glorious, glorious place to go flying. The RAF trains their Hawks here, or trains their pilots on the Hawks here. I believe they're going to be replaced, though, at some point soon. And there is our gorgeous Beechcraft Bonanza G36. A couple of guys waiting to get us going. So let's not keep them waiting, shall we? And let's sort that out. Down here, we're going to get rid of the yoke. First thing we're going to do then is put the battery on. Then we're going to put the alternator on. And we're going to put both the alternators on. We're going to get some lights on in here, panel lights, and we're going to put the flood on as well, just so we can see what we're doing. We're going to get the pitot heat and the prop de-ice and the avionics master on, which is going to turn this screen on the right. Press enter, and that will eventually turn on and give us navigational data, I hope. We're going to turn what I've got set up here to be the mixture and the prop RPMs. We're going to put the mixture to rich. We're going to just turn the prop RPMs up a little bit. Put the auxiliary high fuel pump on, and that's going to get nice and loud, and then we're going to try and start the thing. It is starting. It is now on both. I'm going to bring the mixture down a little bit. We're going to put taxi lights on right now. We're going to make sure the parking brake is set, because that's one thing I always forget to do with this aircraft. Now we've got that screen on there. You can see that it's ready for our departure out that way. What else do we need to do? We need to turn that fuel pump off because it's very, very loud. Strobe, lights, and nav. We're not taxiing as such yet, but we're still going to keep that on. Let's tune to Valley Ground. Request IFR clearance.
Valley Ground, Nerve Tree 5 IFR to Echo Golf Charlie Kilo, ready to copy.
Nerve Tree 5 is cleared to Echo Golf Charlie Kilo Airport as filed.
So altitude is going to be on there. So autopilot, we're going to flight director on. We don't want heading hold or altitude on. We want nav mode.
Nerve Tree 5, did you copy?
I did. I'm very sorry.
Take off runway 01 climb and maintain 4,000
pop
feet.
the flaps down. Where would we be taxiing to runway 1? Oh, I assume we're going to be going forward, although I know we will actually need pushback. So this is where we bring in toolbar pushback, which is something I downloaded. I think you might have seen this before. Great little tool, this. Really, really helpful. And yeah, there's the yellow line that we're going to be going on. So let's see, where do we want to go for runway 01? That's runway 13. Is that runway 01? No, that's 19, so that means that is 01. So we're all the way over here. Flipping out, we've got a long old taxi. Can we taxi across that disused runway? When it comes to pushing back, I don't know what that's doing with those waypoints. It seems to have glitched out. Bear with, let's open that again. Oh, it doesn't like this place, does it? Oh no. Okay, so that makes more sense now. So maybe if we do that and then just hit enter. It's done it, so we'll request pushback now. Take the parking brake off. Wait for this guy to connect to the front. He's going to give us a shove. Oh. That's quite the shove you've given us there, mate. Are we going to go through this building? Oh, that's not worked, has it? Oh, please don't hit the building. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah. What is that? Okay. Not great. Let's try that again, shall we? Start this procedure again, shall we?
A few inches later.
So it was working to begin with. There we go. We're going to try that. See whether that works. Wait for this guy to...
Valley Tower Cessna Golf, Quebec Zulu Bravo
Connect.
Charlie. Continue for east departure.
Ease his way up. I think you've got me mad to do that, to be honest with you. Last time we got told to fly to 4,000, so we're going to just lock that in. Plane's going to just go backwards at a different time to what you're doing, mate, so sorry. There we go, that's much better. That's what we wanted. Lovely. Request IFR clearance, which we haven't done yet.
Ready to copy IFR clearance to Echo Golf Charlie Kilo.
Yep, so she's given us 4,000 again.
Frequency is 118.775 squawk tree 531.
Takeoff runway 01 climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Departure on 118.775 squawk tree 531.
I'm wondering how I zoom in on this. How would I zoom in, do you reckon?
Valley
Request
ground
taxi
nerd
clearance,
35
so
with
we're going to
uniform
runway
ready to
01, so we're
taxi
going to
IFR.
go out there, left, and then
Nerd
around.
35 taxi to Valley Tower Cessna Golf, Quebec Zulu Bravo Charlie frequency change.
Okay, taxi clearance.
Taxi 2 and hold
Acknowledged.
short runway 01 using taxiway Alpha
make sure
cross
we move
runway
around this
25
guy.
Charlie Nerve Tree 5.
That is fine. So they said cross runway 25 Charlie. So if runway 1 is down that way, we can't go that way because there's no... Or could we go down that way? Maybe we should have gone left actually, yeah, like the original plan that I mentioned. Sod it, we're going to go down here. We're going to be on a bit of a long taxi here, but still. We're going to do it, we're going to get on with it. Oh god, we're going a bit quick for that, sorry. It's easy to overdo it with taxiing. So what taxiways have we got there? Could we still go left? I think we do go left anyway, because that's a disused runway on the left. So we'll just go on there. Although, wait there. What runway is that? Is that 2-1-1-3? 3-1-1-3. I think we cut our losses here and we go this way. Yeah, you can clearly see this is a disused runway now, so they have actually turned it into a taxiway. Once again, not the smoothest start by Chaz in flying a plane. On a bit of a fast taxi here, but still we'll be alright. Constantly just having to turn left slightly on the rudder, on the steering. So I think we go down this way, on the right hand side. Although this is crossing runway 3-1-1-3. She's already told us to do it, so we're not going to linger about for too long. It's quite scary, isn't it? So we need to turn right, and runway 01 is down there. Have I mucked up here? Yeah, I think we have. I think we're going left. Runway 1 is down here, methinks. This is where charts come in handy. Eventually I do want to start using charts from places like Navigraph and using SimBrief to plan flights out. I do want to do it more professionally as such. I also want to have better graphics, to be honest, because that line there isn't very pretty, is it? I know there's a bunch of people that do this and, you know, they sit at 30 FPS the whole time and they're happy with that. And to be honest, I think I'd be happy with it if it looked better as well. But I just don't want to overwork my graphics card, you know. I think we're about to reach runway 1. Yeah, runway 1 via Charlie. So we got there in the end. I think they wanted us to go around the other side, though. Now we can request takeoff clearance from Valley Tower,
Valley
and in
Tower
doing so, we're going to put
ready for
flaps 1
IFR
on.
departure runway 01.
Cleared for takeoff runway 01.
Acknowledging takeoff clearance, swapping hands to just do that with the mouse.
Cleared for takeoff runway 01 Nerve Tree 5.
Let it roll into place. Make sure that the mixture and RPMs are all the way up. Maybe not all the way up, maybe just a little bit less.
Valley
And,
Ground, Cessna Golf,
well,
Romeo Bravo Whiskey
only
Kilo,
one thing left to do.
requesting pushback.
Floor it.
Cessna Golf, Romeo Bravo Whiskey Kilo pushback request.
Whoa, it's
accepted.
windy. It's pushing me left hard. It's pushing very hard to the left. Got a lot of rudder into the right to keep it stable. Wants to go up. There we go. Whoa, it's windy, mate. It is windy. Gears coming up. Oh, flaps coming up as well. We're climbing to 4,000 on here. We're going to get the autopilot on. Straight off the bat. Let's get our vertical speed up. Yep, I know you did this before. 1,000 feet a minute. Get up to 4,000. And I'd say that was quite tidy. It was very windy initially though, so it sheared slightly to the left. But we're all good by the look of it.
035, contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
We're getting into the cloud base now, look.
Good day.
Clouds are going to take over. It's going to get a bit windy. They did say altimeter 29 and 92, so we're going to sort the pressure on here, which changes this little number here. So we're now just going through 1,000 feet. We're going to add a little bit more. No, we're not going to add any more vertical speed. Stay about 150 knots. We're now going to bank over to... Oh, well, nav wasn't on. Brilliant. Autopilot's on, but it's going in a straight line.
Manchester Center Nerve Tree
Right.
Flight is passing 1,400 feet, climbing 4,000 feet.
Okay.
Nerve Tree Flight, you are 15 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 20 approach.
What? I don't want heading hold. I want you to go to where I'm telling you to go. Please. I'm just going to press everything. Well, sod it. Let's take autopilot off.
Manchester Center, Dollar Golf, November Papa Bravo, Mike 5,800 feet.
So it thinks we've got to the intercept waypoint, which is fine, which is the one that was on our right-hand side. Because the line, as you see at the bottom of the screen there, has gone purple. But I'm not sure why it didn't do that itself. Still gaining a nice bit of height. So it's taking the vertical speed into account, but it's just not following the route. It's funny how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if there's certain parameters that are hard to get right. Yeah, because the waypoint is literally there on our right. So let's go and line up with that, shall we? So this screen on here, when I'm moving the heading, obviously that's telling the aircraft where to go, and it reacts accordingly. It reacts immediately. But for some reason, it was just not playing ball.
Dollar Papa Bravo.
Oh, I don't know why it's not working like that. We had flight director on, autopilot on.
Less than
Don't know
1
why
mile, 200 feet,
Vino's
Cessna
working
Skyline.
now. We're gonna have to just manually adjust the heading here. Get straighten up as soon as we can. We're just trying to get lined up with that purple line there. Just gonna keep my eye on this purple line here to see whether we go off that or not. We've reached 2,000 feet now.
Nerve Tree Flight Airport is 13 miles, figure 2 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude, report runway in sight.
13 miles.
Manchester Center,
2
Cessna
o'clock.
Golf, Quebec Juliet Delta Kilo, 1,600 feet.
I'm so confused.
To continue as planned.
Airport's 13 miles at 2 o'clock.
Maintain present heading and altitude, Nerve Tree 5.
We can do this though. And then for some reason not go any higher than that. Oh, this is strange. Is that the airfield there? I'm really not going well here, am I? Seems very bumpy. We've not got flaps on, we've not got anything else on. I think it's just how it's trimming it. Look at this, look how much it's moving around on here. Right, so apparently we're going to vector in that way. We seem quite perfectly lined up, and I'm not sure if that's just what I was doing before. We'll have to just wait and see when we get to this turn, I guess. This is windy Wales. Just keep our eye on this screen then, and find out what happens when we get to this next point. So I assume we're going to be turning back on ourselves, and the airfield's going to be over there somewhere. And now it's kicked in. Right, okay. So now you're doing as you're told. Nice. Maybe it's just a combination of things that I didn't have on. Maybe you have to have the heading and altitude mode off. Again, still learning, still finding stuff out. Will get better. It'll get smoother, but it's still entertaining at the same time, isn't it? Look at this. We're very low over these... Wow, we're very low over these hills. I do not see an airfield, though, through the prop or anything else. That almost hurts your eyes, doesn't it? It's Still can't see anything in terms of an airfield. Is that it? Or is that just a river and river? I assume we'd be lined up with it. I just need to find out how you zoom out on here. Well, we're staying at 2,000 feet. It looks very pretty. But there's no runway in sight yet.
Cessna Victor Yankee Mike, you are 60 miles east.
7.5 nautical miles out, apparently. We should be able to see it soon. But nothing yet. Oh, the wind is kicking in now. Very poor visibility. This is definite IFR stuff.
Nerve Tree 5 don't have the runway.
Turn left, heading 190, report runway in sight.
190. Ah! Couldn't get it to 190 fast enough.
Turn left, heading 190.
I was looking at this
Nerve
here,
Tree 5.
not this. Right. Well, apparently it's there, you cretin.
Nerve Tree 5 airport is at your 2 o'clock 5 miles.
You what?
Maintain
Right, we're going hard right here. We're going hard right, love.
Manchester.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Nerve Tree 5.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Let's get back on that, shall we? Oh, this isn't going to be pretty.
Request
Although,
clearance to
which
Delta
direction
Golf
does that
Romeo
runway go
Bravo
in?
Whiskey Kilo.
Let's have a dodgy approach. We're going to turn right, heading 29 and 9er,
Charlie airspace.
and then we're going to turn onto it last second. And then hopefully we'll be able to do something with this. Oh, it's turning. Is it joining up? No, it's going right a bit. Now it's going left. Wow, I don't see a thing. Look at this. We're still at 2,000 feet as well, and we've got 2 miles to the airfield. We should really be descending now, shouldn't we? This is ropey. Can't see a damn thing out the front. Well, the nav thing has lined us back up, which is really nice. Let's cheat the system a little bit and go to the external. Ah, there's the airfield.
Nerve Tree 5 has the runway in
Right.
sight.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to have to just fly over it. That's frustrating, but oh well. My own mistake at thinking it was a good idea to go to the next heading. Right, traffic 12290. I don't really want to go onto that. So at least we know it's not just a grass airfield.
Echo Golf Charlie Kilo traffic. Nerve Tree 5 flying the missed approach. Manchester Center.
Report
Nerve Tree
missed
5
approach.
is missed approach at Echo Golf Charlie Kilo.
Nerve Tree 5, you are 2 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 20 approach.
Okay,
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 20
Right.
approach. Nerve Tree 5.
I keep looking at myself down there. It's really bad. Let's get some vectors, shall we?
At 600.
Manchester Center. Nerve Tree 5 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Nerve Tree 5, turn right, heading 345.
Heading 345 in there, which is what we're going to turn to.
Bravo Papa Lima.
Let's get another
Manchester
one.
Center. Nerve Tree 5 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Nerve Tree 5, turn right, heading 020.
Turn right heading 020. Nerve Tree 5.
I think they're just going to circle us back round, aren't they?
Cessna Fox, good
So we're over the water now. Still with loads of cloud around. It's very difficult to see. It's amazing though that this is how it all works. And this is you know, it's strangely fun. It's strangely fun getting it wrong and having to go through these situations, you know. I really, really enjoy this.
Manchester Center. Nerve
Because
Tree
you're
5
making it work.
requesting
You're pressing
vector
all the
to next
buttons.
waypoint.
You're communicating, technically.
Nerve Tree 5, turn right, heading 020.
We are at heading 020, love. So the airfield is just out there. It's literally to our right now. You can't see anything. Alright, let's see if we can get another
Manchester
waypoint.
Center,
They'll probably
Nerve
tell
Tree
us
5
turn
requesting vector to
040
next
or
waypoint.
060.
Nerve Tree 5, turn left, heading 350.
Oh, left 350. Okay.
Turn
roger
left
that.
heading 350. Nerve Tree 5.
So now where does it think we're going? It still thinks that obviously the nav is going to EGCK. Don't know how to add and remove stuff on the flight plan with this aircraft. We're nearly back at Valley. God, I didn't realise that's how close they
Turn
were
left
together.
heading 350,
The map didn't make it look
Nerve
that
35.
close. There's Valley.
Manchester Center. Nerve Tree 5 requests destination change to Echo Golf Charlie Kilo.
Just going to see what that does.
Nerve Tree 5 is cleared to Echo Golf Charlie Kilo Airport as filed. Squawk Tree 531.
Nerve Tree 5 cleared to Echo Golf
Oh.
Charlie Kilo Airport as filed.
Well, there's Valley.
Squawk Tree 531.
We're not going to 14,000 feet. I'm going to acknowledge
Turn left
that, but
heading
we're not going to
320 climb
14,000
and maintain
feet.
14,000
She'll tell us to come
feet, Nerve Tree
to
5.
2,000 in a sec, or 4,000 or something. We've been expecting vectors for a while. It's not going to like you sending us over Valley, love. Well, that's an RAF base.
Climbing flight level 230.
We may have taken off from there, but they're not going to like that.
619er.
So now we've missed the approach. They've
132.15
sent us off
heavy.
way out into the sticks. She really has given up on us, hasn't she? Okay,
right
so
heading
I'm going to take
345,
matters into my
nerve
own
35.
hands now. This is going to be very naughty, and this is not what you should do at all. But we're going to turn right, and we're going to re-intercept this. We're going to turn and go and intercept this ourselves. This is not what you should ever do. This is not professional, but for the sake of this video, for the sake of this flight, we're going to do it. So you can see on the screen here, look, between me and that dot, that's what we're going to be doing. This is how we move the heading around. We're going to just intercept it. We've had all sorts of weather on this flight, and all we've done really is about over Anglesey. Whoa, Jesus. Thank
Climb
you.
and maintain 5,000 feet, nerve tree 5.
Yes. Much prettier. Not that the... Oh, for f***'s sake.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
This is where the game just doesn't quite work. AI ATC is not great. This is why I want to learn properly and get onto VATSIM. I've actually downloaded the study level fly-by-wire Airbus A320 Neo, which is an amazing free mod for this game, and it basically gives you a study level A320. It already is kind of study level with what they do, but this unlocks absolutely everything on it and really is a good aircraft to learn. So I'm still going to carry on learning here. I've decided that I will get X-Plane 11 eventually. I'm not going to go straight for X-Plane 12. X-Plane 11 is going to work with VATSIM and all sorts for a long time to come, and it's obviously a little bit more better optimized. It's a lot older, so there's more mods available for it, and you can still make it look reasonably pretty. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is so gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning to look at. But to be honest, as long as X-Plane looks a little bit decent, I'm going to probably use that because the modability is a little bit more open, it seems, and a bit more with it. Oh, I don't know what the combinations are for stuff working and not working, but obviously we're not on our flight plan as such right now, and it is, yeah, we're veering off the line here, so I need to get heading hold on and do this manually. Okay, well, we're going to live through this. We'll turn the... We'll keep the autopilot on, actually, because that's what's keeping us stable and level. Otherwise, we'd just plummet into the ground, because I'm not a great pilot, as you found out in these couple of episodes that we've done so far. But, you know, I'm not going to give up on this video and say, oh, it's a mess, you know, I give up. I want to show you that it's not always plain sailing, you know, and I'm still learning. That's the point. I'm going to keep nailing that. I'm going to keep reiterating that. Let's try and aim for about there.
125.225 for Cessna Victor Yankee Mike.
Let's get the speed out of the yellow here and back into the green. Now we need to change our heading because we're going to hit that purple line. So now we need to just smooth it out a little bit. This, what should have been 10, 15, 20-minute flight is turned into, well, nearly an hour-long recording session for me. I know that the video will be cut down a lot smaller than that. We're just going to keep tweaking the heading a little bit at a time. Wonder if we pop it on nav mode now whether it'll work.
Generic Golf Yankee Kilo Quebec
Oh.
Yankee 300 feet. Generic Golf Yankee Kilo Quebec Yankee Manchester Center
Yes.
QNH.
Okay, cool.
200.9er.
Right, so now we've got back on that waypoint. It's accepted it again, and now it's... Well, where is it lining up? Will it smooth it out and turn left a little bit? Right, can we see it? I could see a light then. What was that when I zoomed in? Yes, there's a thing. I'm going to say
Nerve
runway
tree
in sight.
5, I have the runway in sight.
0 miles.
No.
northeast of Echo Golf Charlie Kilo. Turn left heading 245.
Why would we do that, you cretin?
Turn left, heading 245. Nerve tree 5.
Wait, turn left heading 245. We don't need to turn.
Generic Victor entry
Oh,
2.15.
bloody hell. I was
20
waiting for
to
some
land.
sort of clearance from them.
Echo Golf Charlie Kilo traffic, nerve tree 5 is on final runway 25 to land.
Alright, what's the distance? 7.5 nautical. Autopilot's coming off. Let's do some flying. And by that I mean let's try and keep this bloody plane in the air because it's nosediving like mad. So this is literally IFR now. We're going to try and join onto that purple line, and I'm going to fly it based on what I can see on this screen.
Quebec Tango is clear of the runway.
There's a light up there, you could just see it for a second there, it's flickering.
Tango is clear of the runway.
It's like a light. Whoa, my God! What was that? What was that? Amazing, absolutely amazing. So we're not very well lined up here, but we're gonna just give it a go. Still doing 130 knots because you can go quickly in these things and not have to worry about it too much. I'm gonna switch hands because I need to try and point my camera down slightly. Just so I've got an idea where the runway is. Wait, is that a lighthouse? I said it looked like a lighthouse. Is that actually a lighthouse? Because the runway seems to be... Oh my god, it's windy. The runway seems to be, if I can move my mouse smoothly enough, this bit here. We're at 900 feet. We're just going to flipping heck. We're having to fight this so hard. I'm not sure if that is the runway or not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so that's the runway. So that's just some sort of lighthouse thing that's on there. Jesus. Right, let's get some flaps in. Brought the revs down. It's going to slow down. Bringing gear down as well. Putting a bit of power on. We're going to gradually line up here, and I don't think this is going to be the best landing you've ever seen. But hopefully we can make it work. We'll do what we can. Either way, it's been a flight of overcoming challenges and arguing with my own aircraft. Right, we need to definitely lose some height now. We're at 600 feet. Okay, apparently not. We're just floating our way in now. This is lovely. Damn that bloody... I can't even think of what it's called now. Not a watchtower, what is it? What's it called? Lighthouse. Suddenly it's sheared up. I'm moving the stick so minutely, but the wind is massive. Doesn't look like it's buffeting around too much, but feels like it. We're over to the left now. We need to be way over to the right. We'll get there though. We'll get there. My ring light's going mental now as well. Must be the wind. Right, we're still at 180 feet, so we need to drop her down. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Not quite on the centre line, but we're just going to drop it down. Yes! Flipping heck. That was lively, to say the least. That's never going to be the liveliest landing or anything that I do on this game, but that was certainly entertaining. Are we going to be able to get off at the end here? Yeah, there's a taxiway at the end. Well, welcome to Carnarvon, everybody. I don't really know what else to say. Oh, there's a runway light there. Let's announce that we are clear of the runway.
Echo Golf Charlie Kilo traffic nerve tree 5 is clear of the runway.
Just cross straight off the bat. There's an out coming in, is there? See, I like these little hops, because this is just like... This is what you'd do if you had an aircraft like this, you know. You just think, oh, let's go to Carnarvon for the day. Might do a longer flight for the next one, maybe just go somewhere a bit further out. It was nice flying to Manchester, actually, with my brother. And here's the boys on the right, waiting for us. Make sure we don't mess this up. There's a nice little yellow line for us to hit as well, so... If we look on our screen, we'll see just where that yellow line is at the bottom there. Oh, he's on his phone. He's not bothered about us. That'll do. Parking brake set. Let's turn the engine off, shall we? Let's turn all these lights and stuff off then. Chill, shall we? Battery off, alternator off. Let's get all this off as well. And that be that. I think the game will automatically stop the flight anyway. It'll bring up a window. Well, I enjoyed that. It was very lively. It was very busy. But I'd say that was quite good fun, wouldn't you? Another flight in our lovely little Bonanza Golf Charlie Delta Mike Alpha. And, well, next time that we come on here, we will fly back out of Carnarvon, and I'm going to choose somewhere a bit further afield to go to. But that's going to be all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.